got, man?
Nothing. I got.
You got no money?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you no more. Go ahead. Run it.
What you want?
Go out to 40 seconds.
You ain't got no warrant?
No, give it. Give it like that. Do you want to tell me? But do it. Do it.
Oh, man.
This for you. Go.
I'll take you to it.
Yeah, go. Go. Not stop, please. Not stop.
Nah, stop. I can't go, son.
Hey ladies and gents, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be looking at a rather graphic incident involving a man on a bus in America. This is a police shooting, but it is not one of these Black Lives Matters type issues. It's not a racist incident. This is simply horrifically bad police work. And although I hate to pile anything onto the police more, this is just outrageous, and I felt I had to make a video on it.
Here it is, Mr. Bucks. Take all my money. If you believe, go. I'll give him whatever I got. It is my credit cards. Do it.
I'll see, man. Step out of line.
Okay,
Step out of
40
line.
seconds.
40 seconds.
Yeah, thanks. God bless you.
20 seconds.
40 seconds. And don't stop. Don't stop.
It's not a cab, man. It's a bus.
Please, do it.
So as you can see now, this guy is seemingly a bit lost. He doesn't quite know what's going on. He's a bit hyperactive at the same time. He's trying to pay the bus driver, obviously, you know, to go somewhere where the bus drivers can't take him, you know, somewhere off route. You can hear the bus driver say that in the video that he can't go there, he's not a taxi. This guy's clearly delusional. He's trying to give him all his cash and so on. So my guess is that this guy's probably on some sort of drugs. He's certainly acting like he's not in control of himself. Perhaps he's hallucinating or whatever it is, but he looks pretty scared of something. And he's acting irrationally. Now, so far, he doesn't seem to have produced or brandished a weapon of any kind that I can see, and he seems to be talking to the bus driver quite civilly. Although it's certainly somewhat incoherent. And now, if for some reason he moves up onto the baggage shelf there, and he's trying to pull off the fire extinguisher, as you can see, obviously this is the point where the bus driver's had enough and just wants this guy off the bus. So now you hear the bus driver directing everyone off the bus, and the assailant's actually saying the same, in the same kind of tone and manner. Rather than in a threatening way, he's actually trying to get people off. Well, that's what it sounds like to me. I don't think he really knows what's going on. Things are very mixed up in his mind. I think anyway. So at this point he gets off, and you see the police officer react. We're going to break it down and see exactly what happens, because you're going to see now just how badly the situation is handled and the results of it, and the potential loss of life besides just the assailant, which is bad enough. So she blurts out the instruction, put your hands up, and before she's even finished, she is running onto the bus. She clearly hasn't stopped to really look at the situation. She simply heard the bus driver point out that this guy is the assailant, and she has drawn her weapon and run onto the bus. So she's clearly not prepared properly. She's not thought about the situation. She's just in storm the bus mode, total Hollywood. And we're now going to see this in slow motion. Now watch this. There you go. She pulls her weapon. Before she's really looked at the situation, she runs onto the bus. The guy drops the fire extinguisher and then grabs for the gun. This is the point of no return. This guy is now dead. Now, don't get me wrong. Anyone that goes for a police officer's gun is going to risk their life. Really is going to risk their life. And so, you know, that's their own fault. I don't agree with this kind of behavior, but this guy was clearly on something. Now, he hadn't brandished a weapon, he hadn't hurt anyone up to that point. The police officer should have taken time to evaluate the situation. She should have taken her time to see what was going on. Now, I'm not talking about 20 minutes to discern a plan. I'm talking about she should have assessed the situation. She didn't. She just jumped in. She created the situation. This guy is now in mortal danger because of it. He's gone to grab the gun, which again is the wrong thing for him to do, for anyone to do. But she created the situation as well. Let's see what happens next. At this point, she loses control. And there you go, the weapon's discharged. Now, luckily, that is just missing the bus driver. That could have been fatal for the bus driver in this struggle. She's lost control of her weapon. And she is being pulled about by the assailant. This is ridiculous. You can clearly see she cannot handle herself, and this will become apparent in the next clip. And it's now clear, obviously, that she's lost control of the situation totally. She is hanging on for dear life, and you can see it. She is screaming at this point to her partner in hysterics because she is barely holding on to that weapon. She is being manhandled by this small man. And you can also see the bus driver in the background cowering for his life. He's just had a round going past him, been shot from her weapon. Now you see her being pulled into the bus. I believe another shot's fired, I'm not sure. And she's pulled to the ground, and she is hanging on for dear life at this point. It is a terrible situation, and she is clearly not fit to do this job. Now by this point, as you can see, her partner has moved onto the bus. He is now helping her, saving her life, potentially, at the cost, sadly, of the perpetrator's life. In my opinion, if it was better handled, this guy didn't need to die. Not for this. She is complicit in this guy's death, and I hope that she is suspended. I hope she loses her job, and I hope she faces some sort of charges for this. She is not fit for purpose. She should not be a police officer, and I feel sorry for her partner having to make that horrible choice of protecting his partner against this guy.